What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction, and in this one we have the most mysterious mountain in the world, Mount Kailash, with Harry Sahoda. Excited to definitely dive in and see what's so mysterious about this mountain. Before we do though, if you guys happen to enjoy it, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button, receive your exclusive benefits. Let's see what Mount Kailash is like.
Mount Kailash is a place full of mysteries. In 2001, the Chinese government witnessed something extraordinary that led them to immediately ban climbing Mount Kailash. But what exactly happened that day? Why has only one person ever reached the summit of this mountain? Why does everyone who attempts to climb it dies within 2 years?
And don't nobody need to be trying to climb. Good job banning this mountain. Good job banning it, because if everybody who try to climb this mountain die within 2 years, it's some paranormal going on here. That's what it is.
And the most astonishing fact, why does time seem to speed up at this mountain, causing aging at twice the normal rate?
Is
there really an ancient city called Shambhala hidden beneath the Mount Kailash? NASA has observed something on this mountain that left their scientists stunned. And when Chinese sent a helicopter to investigate, what happened to it? We will reveal all these unanswered questions and mysteries in today's video. So stay tuned, because what you're about to learn is beyond your imagination. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, has been successfully summited by over 7,000 people. Yet, no one besides one person has managed to conquer Mount Kailash, which is 2,200 meters lower than Everest. We'll discuss more about this mystery. Mount Kailash is renowned for its mysterious and spiritual stories. According to mythology, the city of Kuber, the Lord of Wealth, is located near Mount Kailash. It is believed that those who live virtuous lives are granted a place on Mount Kailash after death. This is why it is considered one of the most sacred and extraordinary mountains in the world. Standing at 6,718 meters above sea level, Mount Kailash is sacred to followers of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. In Hinduism, it is believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva, who resides here with his wife Parvati. Buddhism
This is something different. Bro, people are aging quicker on this mountain. Nobody lives within 2 years of trying to climb this mountain. There has only ever been one person who has made it to the top of this mountain. And there is definitely something supernatural about this mountain. People out there don't believe in the supernatural. It's something. I'm going to tell you right now. There's something going on here.
Experiences reported in the Kailash region is the accelerated passage of time. Visitors to Mount Kailash noticed that their hair and nails grew much faster than they should. In just 2 days, they grew as much as they typically would grow in 2 weeks. Moreover, their skin also appeared to
Really?
age faster than usual.
Uh,
This mysterious phenomenon suggested that time behaves differently in Mount Kailash area, making people wonder whether some unseen forces are at work here, affecting
yes.
both the body and the mind. Russian doctor Ernest Muldashev mentioned a remarkable and mysterious incident in his memoirs. He wrote that a Siberian climber once told him that some mountaineers had managed to reach a certain point on Mount Kailash. But as soon as they did, they suddenly appeared much older. Within a year, those mountaineers died of old age.
See,
Now let's
see,
talk about the two lakes.
nah. Within a year, they died of old age. We know you obviously can't be that old to die of old age if you were climbing a mountain. You were climbing a mountain, so you wasn't that old. But within a year for you to die of old, come on. Come, that's, bro, like, I'm literally mind blown right now.
At the base of Mount
This is
Kailash,
crazy.
Mansarovar and Rakshastal. These two lakes, situated next to each other, are completely opposite in nature. Mansarovar Lake is the world's highest freshwater lake and is known for its calm and serene nature. It's circular in shape, resembling the sun. Despite the high altitude and cold temperatures, the lake never freezes, and no waves
Really?
appear on its surface. It gives an extraordinary feeling of a place to anyone who looks at it. On the other hand, Rakshastal, located next to
Lord.
Mansarovar, is the world's highest saltwater lake. Its waters are so salty that no life can survive in it.
Jeez.
The lake is always turbulent, as if filled with some internal restlessness. It is said that Rakshastal was created by Ravan, a devoted worshipper of Lord Shiva. Before reaching Mount Kailash, Ravan bathed in Rakshastal and meditated there. According to mythology, as soon as Ravan submerged in Rakshastal, the lake became filled with demonic powers, and his thoughts also turned dark. The question arises, why are these two lakes so different despite being in the same geographical region?
I swear.
Mythology provides
It don't
fascinating
make
stories
sense.
behind these lakes. Science offers a clearer understanding of the differences. Lake Mansarovar is fed by glacier meltwater and precipitation, which keeps it fresh and maintains its status as a freshwater lake. It
Yeah.
has an outlet, allowing water to flow out, which helps in maintaining the quality of the water and preventing the accumulation of salts. Rakshastal, however, is a saltwater lake because it has no outlet of water to escape. Over time, as water evaporates from the surface, the salts and minerals become concentrated, making the lake extremely saline and inhospitable of life. This lack of drainage is what leads to the high salinity of Rakshastal, while Mansarovar's continuous flow of water helps it retain its freshwater properties. Additionally, Rakshastal's more rugged and turbulent appearance can be attributed to local wind patterns and its crescent shape, which amplifies the feeling of unrest. Have you heard stories about Bigfoot? While
This is
similarly,
crazy. Yeah, I mean, get me to the mountain that holy. I mean, get me to the holy lake, not the mountain. Get me to that holy lake. The holy lake of serenity, peace. It don't freeze, no matter the cold conditions that are surrounding it. You don't see waves in the water. It is serene. And then you got that demon lake next to it where no life can live because the waters are that salty. It is turbulent. It is, stay away from that. But it's absolutely, you know that there has to be something supernatural about this. That these two lakes can exist right next to each other. Right, split by a small piece of land. They're right next to each other. Yet this lake is so serene. This lake is so turbulent. Fresh water, salt water. This There's got to be something supernatural going on here. There has to be.
Yeti, or Himalayan snowman, is a gigantic creature which is said to have been seen in the remote regions of Mount Kailash and the Himalayas. People living near the Himalayas for years claim to have seen this mysterious being with their own eyes. However, no concrete evidence has been found to prove its existence. Some believe the Yeti could be a giant bear, while others think it's a wild human or even an ancient being. Many Tibetans and Nepali people believe that the Yeti roams around Mount Kailash, and various stories about it have been passed down through generations. Some call it a brown bear, while others think it's a wild human. There's even a belief that if it attacks people and may even eat them. But do you know that Mount Kailash is considered the center of the earth, or axis mundi? According to many religious and mythological beliefs, Mount Kailash is the place where heaven and earth meets. It is called the axis of the universe, the spine that connects all life and energy.
The axis.
Ancient scriptures describe the axis mundi as the point where earth and sky meets, balancing the entire planet, making it the center of the world.
Dang.
In Hinduism, Mount Kailash is not only the abode of Lord Shiva, but also the place from where the entire universe is governed. It holds a sacred and mysterious position in the religious and spiritual beliefs of the world. Interestingly, some claim that the distance from Mount Kailash to Stonehenge is exactly 6,666 kilometers, and it is said to be the same 6,666 kilometers from the North Pole. Additionally, the distance from Mount Kailash to the South Pole is often quoted as 13,332 kilometers. These numbers are often cited to add to the mountain's mystical allure, suggesting that Mount Kailash is not just a physical location, but a cosmic center, radiating powerful energies that connect different parts of the world.
And I believe.
However, when we look closer, these distances don't quite match up. In reality, the distance from Mount Kailash to Stonehenge is approximately 6,600 kilometers, which is close, but not exactly 6,666.
That's the difference.
The distance from Mount Kailash to the North Pole is about 5,800 kilometers, significantly lesser than the suggested 6,666 kilometers. Similarly, the distance to the South Pole is around 13,000 to 14,000 kilometers.
So it
not
could
the
be
claimed
double,
13,332.
We don't know.
These numerical claims, while intriguing, don't hold up to the geographical scrutiny. The use of the numbers like 6,000,
bro, because if that's true, bro, like I'm a believer in it. But at the end of the day, just stay away from the mountain. At the end of the day, leave the mountain alone. What happened to the one person who climbed it though? That's what happened to the one. He couldn't have lived within, or he or she couldn't have lived more than 2 years after climbing, because they said nobody ever did. So, did they die of old age? What happened?
666 and 13,332 may have been chosen for this symbolic or mystical appeal, but they don't reflect actual measurements. Nonetheless, Mount Kailash remains as an extraordinary place, revered in multiple religious traditions and considered the spiritual axis of the world by many, regardless of the exact distances involved. Do you know that Mount Kailash, one of the most sacred mountains in the world, has never been climbed by anyone? While many mountaineers have reached the top of the highest peak in the Himalayas, Mount Kailash still stands untouched. What makes this mountain so special that no one can conquer it? Let's talk about the few people who tried to climb Mount Kailash and what happened to them.
That's what I'm waiting for.
One of the stories is about a Russian mountaineer named Sergei Setakov. He tried to climb Mount Kailash, but as he got closer to the top, he started feeling very weak and uneasy. He said his heart began to beat faster, and a strong fear took him over, making him decide to turn back. The closer he got to the summit,
Dang.
the worse he felt. But as soon as he started moving away, he felt much better and his mind cleared up. Another famous mountaineer,
Is he
Reinhold
still
Messner,
alive?
known for climbing the 14 highest mountains in the world, was also offered a chance to climb Mount Kailash by the Chinese government. But surprisingly, Messner refused the offer.
You goddamn right
Even
he
though
did.
he was known for doing the impossible, he understood that Mount Kailash is not just another mountain to climb. After this, the Chinese government banned any attempts
You
to
goddamn right. I'm sorry, yeah, he knew. And in his heart, he said, "Nah, that ain't a mountain, bro. That is I climb mountains. That mountain, different. That's more than a mountain."
climb Mount Kailash, respecting its deep spiritual meaning. Mount Kailash is 6,718 meters high, which is lower than many other mountains in the Himalayas. Many people have climbed much taller mountains like Mount Everest, 8,848 meters, and K2, 8,611 meters. But no one has set foot on top of Kailash.
Oh, I thought he said one person.
How is it
got
that
up
we
there.
have conquered the tallest mountain on earth, but this smaller mountain remains untouched?
The
The
supernatural?
answer may lie in the spiritual importance of Mount Kailash. According to Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon, this mountain is where the god lives. For Hindus, it is the home of Lord Shiva. For Buddhists, it is the place of Buddha Demchok. And for Jains, it is where Rishabdev attained enlightenment. Because of this, many people believe that Mount Kailash is not meant to be climbed. It is so sacred that people think climbing it would disturb its divine energy.
It's disturbing
So,
something
while
for
the
the
Mount
people that
Kailash
tried.
remains unconquered by mountaineers, the real question is it too difficult to climb? Or have we all agreed that some things are better left untouched?
Untouched. We all agree, untouched.
When China
Don't
saw
touch
that
it.
no
Leave
one
it
could
alone.
climb Mount Kailash, they made a bold decision. They sent a helicopter to reach the summit of Kailash.
Shouldn't have did that.
However, flying helicopters and planes over Mount Kailash is strictly prohibited as the weather in this area can change suddenly and no aircraft can remain stable for long. After many days of weather research, China selected
God
a clear
dang.
day and sent a helicopter towards Mount
God
Kailash.
dang.
Initially, everything seemed fine. The people inside the helicopter were enjoying the breathtaking view of Mount Kailash, thinking that everything was going smoothly and that they would reach the summit. But as they gained more altitude, the environment began to change. Clouds
Oh, Lord.
started gathering over Kailash and avalanches became visible. The most terrifying moment came when dark clouds surrounded the helicopter.
see?
They tried to ascend
See?
further, but soon lightning struck and
Turn that
heavy
bad
snowfall
boy
began.
around.
The air pressure at high altitude increased so much that controlling the helicopter became extremely difficult. Chinese scientists reported that due to the unique geographical position of Mount Kailash, all the directions seemed to converge at one point, causing them to lose their bearings.
Nah.
During
nah.
this, even their compass stopped working.
Nah.
With no other option, they decided to return.
Thank you.
Gradually, they descended, hearts racing, but safely returned. This event made Chinese realize that climbing or conquering this mysterious mountain is beyond their capabilities.
Beyond human capability. Yeah. This mountain, it wasn't meant to be climbed. And you just gotta accept that. This mountain just wasn't meant to be climbed. We can all see that, right?
After China's failed
just
attempt,
wasn't for climbing.
NASA's curiosity about Mount Kailash increased significantly.
Leave it alone, NASA.
In 2015,
Leave it alone.
NASA pointed its satellite towards Mount Kailash and began intense research. The mountain's mystery even shocked NASA scientists. Upon inspection, NASA scientists showed an image of a mysterious shadow on
I
Mount
see
Kailash.
it. I see it. I see
This
it.
shadow
I see it.
appeared to resemble a giant figure in a meditative pose.
Oh, I feel like I saw
This
a face.
incredible sight astonished people worldwide, as many connected it to the image of Lord Shiva. This mysterious image deepens the sacredness and spiritual significance of Mount Kailash, a place that remains an unsolved mystery for humanity.
Always will.
If the mysteries of Mount Kailash have intrigued you, make sure to check out our in-depth video on Kumari Kandam and the lost continent of Lumeria, where we explore ancient civilizations, lost lands, and their hidden secrets. You'll find incredible parallels between these legends and the mystery of Kailash. You can find the link to the video in the description or on the screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for deep dive into ancient myths, spiritual mysteries, and mind-blowing theories. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it with your friends who love exploring the unknown.
Yeah, that mountain need to be left alone. Need to be humanity. Don't even breathe about the mountain, dog. Mount Kailash, will never be conquered. Should never be conquered. Yeah. Something supernatural going on. We all know from the video. We got all the information. Something supernatural going on over there. Something that we won't understand and something that you'll lose your life trying to figure it out. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see you guys next time.